In this video, we'll be learning about the laws of exponents for negative exponents when we're working with more than just one base. Now, for instance, let's say we're given two non-zero numbers, a and b, and we consider the following: a over b raised to the power of negative n. Well, what the laws of exponents tell us is that this equals to b over a raised to the power of n. And I'll just go ahead and box that result, and I suggest you make a note of it. So, let's see how we can use this. For example, we may be asked to simplify the following: 2 over 3 raised to the power of negative 2. Well, using the law we've just seen, we can go right ahead and say that this equals to 3 over 2 raised to the power of 2. And now, using the laws of exponents we have already seen, we can state that this equals to 3 to the power of 2 over 2 to the power of 2, which leads us to the final answer, 9 over 4. Let's look at another example. Let's say we're asked to simplify the following: 2x squared over y raised to the power of negative 3. Well, once again, we can see that we have a negative exponent here, and so we can go right ahead and state that this equals to y over 2x squared raised to the power of 3. And now we can use the laws of exponents we've already seen, leading us to y to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 3 times x squared raised to the power of 3. Remember, the exponent outside the parentheses will distribute onto each of the terms inside. Now, carrying on, this leads us to y to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, times x to the power of 2 times 3. So that will lead to x to the power of 6. And there we go. But we may also be given something a little more complicated. Let's say we're asked to simplify the following: a to the power of 5 times b to the power of 3 over b to the power of 2 times a to the power of 3, and all of this raised to the power of negative 2. Well, because we have a negative exponent, we can go right ahead and state that this equals to b to the power of 2 times a to the power of 3 over a to the power of 5 times b to the power of 3, and all of that raised to the power of 2. We can now use the laws of exponents we know and simplify the terms inside the parentheses, leading us to b to the power of 2 minus 3, as well as a to the power of 3 minus 5. All of that raised to the power of 2. This leads us to b to the power of negative 1 times a to the power of negative 2 raised to the power of 2. Now, distributing the 2 across the parentheses leads us to b to the power of negative 2 times a to the power of negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4. We could go one step further and state that this is equal to 1 over b to the power of 2 times a to the power of 4. And so that's how we can use this law for negative exponents.